What destroys kingdoms faster than enemy cannons? Sometimes betrayal strikes from within unexpectedly instead. Banten once stood proud and prosperous together. Its harbor welcomed merchants from everywhere daily. Spices filled warehouses with extraordinary wealth constantly. Ships crowded magnificent Banten's bustling port endlessly. Trade connected distant civilizations through peaceful commerce. Prosperity strengthened the powerful Banten Sultanate greatly. One ruler guarded that prosperity fiercely always. His name was Sultan Ageng Tirtayasa. He ruled with remarkable courage and wisdom. His vision reached beyond ordinary leadership completely. Freedom remained his greatest political principle forever. Foreign merchants received fair opportunities equally always. Competition created stronger economic prosperity naturally together. Monopolies threatened everyone's future dangerously instead. The Dutch East India Company disagreed. The VOC demanded exclusive trading privileges immediately. Sultan Ageng firmly rejected every demand repeatedly. Banten belonged to its own people first. No foreign company controlled their destiny ever. His decision angered powerful Dutch leaders greatly. Batavia watched Banten with growing frustration constantly. Trade profits declined without monopoly control steadily. VOC officials secretly planned stronger responses immediately. Diplomacy slowly transformed into dangerous confrontation gradually. Pressure increased against independent Banten relentlessly daily. Merchant ships faced growing harassment offshore frequently. Political tensions spread throughout regional waters rapidly. Sultan Ageng strengthened national defenses immediately afterward. Soldiers trained with unwavering determination every day. New fortifications protected strategic coastal positions carefully. Farmers expanded agricultural production across fertile lands. Irrigation projects improved harvests throughout kingdoms significantly. Economic strength supported military resilience effectively always. The Sultan prepared for prolonged resistance patiently. VOC commanders recognized difficult military realities clearly. Open warfare promised costly, uncertain victories ahead. Another strategy appeared more effective instead ultimately. Divide powerful enemies from inside carefully first. Every kingdom possessed hidden internal weaknesses somewhere. Banten proved no different eventually, unfortunately. A painful family conflict quietly emerged. Sultan Haji questioned his father's policies increasingly. Different visions divided father and son. Disagreement slowly transformed into dangerous rivalry completely. The palace became politically unstable gradually afterward. Trusted advisors chose opposing sides reluctantly together. VOC patiently observed every unfolding disagreement carefully. Opportunity finally appeared before determined Dutch leaders. They prepared exploiting family divisions ruthlessly immediately. Banten approached its greatest historical tragedy silently. The enemy smiled without firing cannons first. Trust became the kingdom's weakest fortress unexpectedly. Every heartbeat carried approaching disaster closer gradually. History prepared another unforgettable, painful lesson ahead. The greatest battle remained unseen still completely. Blood ties would soon face impossible choices. One kingdom stood upon dangerous crossroads together. One family held everyone's uncertain future completely. The storm had only begun brewing. Nothing would remain unchanged afterward forever. Destiny quietly approached Banten's royal palace silently. The hardest battle awaited inside home. Everything changed with one betrayal. Tension filled Banten's magnificent royal palace daily. Father and son argued more frequently. Sultan Ageng defended complete independence with determination. Sultan Haji preferred diplomatic compromise instead increasingly. Their disagreement deepened dangerous political divisions steadily. Courtiers quietly whispered competing loyalties everywhere constantly. Trusted friendships slowly fractured beyond repair gradually. Every conversation carried hidden political meaning suddenly. VOC agents carefully monitored palace development secretly. They recognized priceless opportunities immediately afterward together. Dutch officials approached Sultan Haji discreetly first. Promises replaced threats during secret meetings consistently. They offered military support and protection. They promised secure leadership under cooperation permanently. Every promise concealed dangerous hidden consequences completely. Every agreement weakened Banten's united strength gradually. Sultan Ageng sensed growing betrayal silently already. Yet fatherly love restrained harsh judgment continually. He still hoped reconciliation remained possible somehow. Time quietly erased that fragile hope. Political rivalry transformed into armed conflict suddenly. Loyal soldiers chose different masters reluctantly completely. Brothers confronted brothers across battlefields tragically together. Friends became enemies almost overnight, unexpectedly indeed. Civil war erupted throughout the kingdom rapidly. Chaos spread beyond palace walls immediately afterward. Villages feared approaching armed confrontations deeply everywhere. Families prayed desperately for peace every night. VOC troops marched beside Sultan Haji's forces. Dutch muskets strengthened their military advantage considerably. Sultan Ageng rallied loyal warriors courageously always. His determination inspired fearless resistance continually together. Battle cries echoed across Banten loudly everywhere. Smoke covered skies above burning battlefields completely. Cannons roared through tropical morning air relentlessly. Swords clashed beneath dark gathering clouds repeatedly. Courage alone could not guarantee victory today. Superior resources changed battlefield realities quickly instead. VOC reinforcements continued arriving without interruption constantly. Loyal defenders gradually lost strategic positions steadily. Sultan Ageng refused surrender despite overwhelming odds. His spirit remained completely unbroken, always forever. Every retreat protected remaining loyal followers carefully. Every sacrifice preserved hope another day. The kingdom bled from internal divisions endlessly. The Dutch watched events unfold confidently nearby. Their strategy succeeded beyond expectations completely indeed. Banten weakened without decisive foreign invasions directly. The greatest fortress had already fallen. Trust disappeared from royal halls forever. Sultan Ageng faced heartbreaking, impossible decisions alone. Every choice demanded painful personal sacrifice immediately. Victory seemed increasingly distant with passing days. Yet honor demanded continuing resistance courageously always. His people still believed steadfastly together completely. Hope flickered beneath overwhelming darkness, quietly still. The final struggle rapidly approached afterward gradually. History prepared another devastating turning point silently. One betrayal outweighed countless battlefield victories ultimately. One family carried unbearable national burdens together. Destiny refused showing any mercy whatsoever. The end moved relentlessly closer every day. Banten's future balanced upon fragile hope alone. The decisive moment finally arrived unexpectedly. Nothing could stop fate now. Battles raged across Banten with relentless fury. Cannon smoke darkened bright tropical skies completely. Loyal warriors defended their homeland fearlessly together. Every battlefield demanded unimaginable sacrifice daily, always. Sultan Ageng personally inspired courageous resistance continually. His presence strengthened exhausted soldiers immensely afterward. Yet Dutch reinforcements kept arriving steadily, continuously. Their supplies seemed almost endless somehow. Sultan Haji advanced beside VOC commanders. That sight shattered countless loyal hearts instantly. Fathers confronted sons across battlefields tragically together. Brothers questioned impossible loyalties under pressure completely. Civil war consumed the proud kingdom relentlessly. Every victory carried heartbreaking, painful costs forever. Every defeat deepened national suffering further constantly. Villages emptied beneath approaching military columns rapidly. Families fled carrying precious belongings desperately together. Children cried through sleepless, fearful nights continually. Farmers abandoned fertile fields behind reluctantly completely. Trade slowed across once busy harbors dramatically afterward. Prosperity vanished beneath endless conflict gradually forever. Banten's golden era slowly faded away. Sultan Ageng refused abandoning his principles ever. Freedom remained worth every painful sacrifice always. He inspired unwavering loyalty among followers continually. Hope survived despite overwhelming despair, somehow always. Eventually, strategic positions became impossible defending anymore. Loyal commanders advised tactical withdrawal immediately instead. Sultan Ageng reluctantly accepted painful necessity finally. Remaining forces retreated toward inland strongholds carefully. Dense forests offered temporary protection from pursuit. Mountains concealed determined, loyal resistance briefly together. VOC soldiers relentlessly hunted fleeing defenders continuously. Rewards encouraged relentless pursuit without mercy constantly. Every hidden trail became increasingly dangerous afterward. Every trusted shelter risked painful discovery completely. Hunger tested loyal followers every single day. Exhaustion weakened even strongest warriors eventually completely. Still, their sultan never surrendered willingly. His courage inspired remarkable endurance throughout hardships. Meanwhile, VOC tightened their strategic encirclement steadily. Escape routes disappeared one after another gradually. Trusted informants betrayed hidden locations secretly eventually. Hope narrowed into desperate survival alone finally. The final refuge soon became surrounded. Loyal guards prepared one last defense. Sultan Ageng calmly accepted uncertain destiny completely. Honor mattered beyond personal freedom forever always. His capture seemed increasingly unavoidable now altogether. The jungle grew eerily silent suddenly completely. Every heartbeat echoed impending defeat inside deeply. Every footstep carried history closer relentlessly onward. The greatest warrior faced final moments bravely. His kingdom watched with broken hearts together. Victory slipped beyond determined grasp forever afterward. Yet dignity remained completely untouched always forever. The final chapter quietly approached now. History paused before unforgettable consequences arrived finally. Banten stood forever changed already completely. One capture would reshape everything forever. The enemy closed every remaining path. Destiny finally reached the fearless sultan. History prepared its saddest moment silently. The struggle neared its end. Courage would outlive defeat forever. Sultan Ageng was finally captured peacefully afterward. Loyal followers watched with silent tears falling. Chains restrained his body, never spirit. Dignity remained untouched despite crushing defeat completely. VOC celebrated their long-awaited victory proudly everywhere. Yet triumph carried hidden irony beneath completely. They conquered through division, not courage alone. Banten's strength collapsed from internal fractures primarily. The Sultan entered Batavia as prisoner. Crowds silently witnessed the heartbreaking procession together. His enemies expected broken determination inside completely. Instead, they found remarkable quiet resilience always. Prison walls surrounded his remaining years sadly. Freedom disappeared beyond iron bars forever afterward. His thoughts returned toward beloved Banten continually. Memories became his final faithful companions always. Outside prison, political realities changed rapidly together. Sultan Haji ruled beneath Dutch influence increasingly. VOC gained greater control over commerce. Monopoly expanded across valuable spice markets steadily. Merchant freedom slowly disappeared from Banten completely. Foreign control strengthened year after year gradually. Prosperity no longer belonged entirely locally anymore. Independence faded beneath colonial ambitions silently completely. The people's burden steadily became heavier afterward. Taxes increased under growing foreign authority frequently. Local traders lost important opportunities gradually completely. Once open markets became tightly controlled eventually instead. The harbor looked familiar yet different. Freedom had quietly left those shores. Sultan Ageng remained imprisoned until death eventually. He passed away with unwavering honor. His body rested, legacy endured forever. Stories about courage spread across generations continually. Parents told children his remarkable sacrifices proudly. Warriors remembered steadfast leadership with admiration always. Historians honored unwavering resistance against colonialism faithfully. His name inspired future freedom movements greatly. Defeat never erased genuine greatness completely indeed. True leaders outlived temporary political victories forever. The VOC achieved strategic military success eventually. Yet respect remained with courageous resistance instead. History judged both sides differently afterward always. Power fades, character remains forever truly. Banten's greatest lessons survived centuries afterward. Unity protects stronger than fortress walls. Division invites enemies without warning always. Trust remains every kingdom's greatest treasure permanently. Betrayal costs more than battlefield losses ever. One family's conflict changed national destiny forever. One decision reshaped countless future generations completely. History whispered painful truths through silence continually. Strength begins inside united hearts always. Victory requires loyalty before powerful weapons ever. Sultan Ageng understood this too late. His sacrifice still speaks today loudly. Every generation should remember carefully always. Freedom demands courage and unity together. Kingdoms rarely fall overnight completely instead. They crumble through forgotten trust first. That lesson remains timeless forever afterward. Banten's story still echoes today powerfully. Courage cannot prevent every defeat always. But courage creates immortal legacies forever. History never forgot Sultan Ageng. Sultan Ageng's legacy still inspires Indonesia today. His courage transcended temporary military defeat completely. Freedom remained his highest unwavering ideal always. He refused surrendering national dignity ever. Wealth meant little without independence completely. Trade required fairness rather than monopoly always. Every harbor deserved equal opportunities together. Every merchant deserved honest competition freely. Banten once proved prosperous through openness alone. Cooperation strengthened kingdoms beyond imagination greatly. Greed often destroys remarkable civilizations eventually forever. Division always benefits waiting enemies most. The VOC understood this strategy perfectly. They exploited distrust before launching attacks. Political manipulation defeated stronger resistance gradually instead. Cannons merely completed unfinished betrayal afterward completely. History repeatedly teaches identical painful lessons forever. Internal conflict weakens every great nation. Unity remains civilization's strongest defense always. Loyalty protects beyond towering fortress walls. Sultan Ageng never abandoned his principles. Even imprisonment failed breaking his spirit. His dignity remained forever unconquered completely indeed. Greatness survives beyond earthly victories always. Future heroes learned from his example. Resistance requires wisdom beside extraordinary bravery continually. Leadership demands sacrifice beyond personal comfort permanently. Every decision shapes future generations profoundly together. Honor outlives temporary political success forever. Character outweighs power throughout history consistently. The strongest kingdoms trust each other. Broken trust invites lasting tragedy eventually. Banten's story belongs everyone today collectively. Its lessons remain deeply relevant forever. Freedom cannot survive endless division alone. Unity demands patience and mutual respect. Wisdom grows through difficult historical experiences together. Courage grows through impossible challenges always. Every generation faces defining moments eventually. Every nation chooses its future daily. Learn carefully from forgotten sacrifices always. Remember heroes beyond famous battlefields too. Their struggles built stronger nations eventually. Their sacrifices deserve lasting gratitude forever. Sultan Ageng defended more than territory. He defended dignity and sovereignty together. Those ideals remain priceless forever indeed. History honors unwavering hearts above victories. Kingdoms rise through shared determination together. Kingdoms fall through forgotten unity instead. Never underestimate quiet political manipulation again. It often defeats stronger armies unexpectedly. Guard trust like priceless treasure always. Protect freedom with united hearts together. Remember Banten whenever division appears suddenly. Remember Sultan Ageng before surrendering hope. Great leaders never truly disappear forever. Their courage lives through generations continually. History remembers steadfast souls with honor. Their example still lights our path. The battle ended, inspiration never did. True victory belongs enduring principles forever. Freedom always deserves unwavering guardians completely. Unity remains our greatest strength always. Sultan Ageng's spirit lives forever.